Most people remember Smokey Yunick as NASCAR's ultimate rule breaker, the man famous for finding loopholes nobody else could see. But what many fans don't realize is that Smokey wasn't just a clever mechanic. He was one of the most visionary engineers in American motorsports history. And in 1963, he built a race car so radical that it looked like it came from the future. Its name was the Python. The moment it arrived at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, people couldn't stop staring. The car looked strange, almost deformed. One side appeared larger than the other, giving it an uneven, almost awkward appearance. Veteran drivers joked that it looked like a python that had swallowed a piano. The nickname stuck, but every unusual shape on that car had a purpose. Unlike traditional Indy roadsters of the era, Smokey designed the Python around a revolutionary idea: dynamic weight distribution. Instead of placing the fuel tank behind the driver, he mounted it on the left side of the chassis. Why? Because every corner at Indianapolis turns left. With a full tank, the extra weight helped plant the car into the turns, improving stability. As fuel burned away during the race, the balance gradually shifted toward neutral. Today, engineers use sophisticated computer simulations to optimize weight transfer, but Smokey was thinking about these concepts decades earlier with nothing more than engineering instinct and experience. Yet the fuel system was only the beginning. The real innovation was hidden underneath the car. Smokey believed race cars could generate more grip if their wheels leaned into corners, similar to how a motorcycle banks during a turn. To make this happen, he worked alongside engineers connected to General Motors to create an experimental suspension system that allowed all four wheels to change angle under load. Modern racing fans may recognize the concept immediately. Today's Formula One and IndyCar teams spend millions developing suspension geometry, camber control, and tire management systems. Smokey was exploring similar ideas back when most teams were still focused on carburetors and tire pressure. In theory, the Python could have delivered incredible cornering performance. In reality, 1960s technology wasn't quite ready. The suspension was complicated, heavy, and difficult to fine-tune. Materials available at the time simply couldn't provide the precision the design demanded. Still, Smokey pushed forward because he believed the potential reward was worth the risk. Then came the moment that changed everything. For testing, Smokey handed the car to racing legend Curtis Turner, one of the most fearless drivers of his generation. Turner climbed into the Python for practice at Indianapolis. He completed a warm-up lap. Then disaster struck. Entering Turn 3 at more than 150 miles per hour, the car suddenly lost control and slammed into the wall. The crash destroyed the Python and ended Turner's brief IndyCar ambitions almost instantly. No one ever determined the exact cause. Some blamed the radical suspension. Others pointed to limited testing. Whatever happened, Smokey made a shocking decision afterward. He hauled the wrecked car back home and personally crushed it into scrap metal. Just like that, one of the boldest engineering experiments in racing history disappeared. But here's the fascinating part. Many of the ideas behind the Python were eventually proven correct. Concepts involving advanced suspension geometry, camber control, and dynamic handling became standard tools in top-level motorsports years later. The execution failed. The vision didn't. The Python wasn't simply a crashed race car. It was a glimpse into the future built with technology that hadn't caught up yet. And that's what made Smokey Yunick different. He wasn't just breaking rules. He was thinking years ahead of everyone else. If you enjoyed uncovering this forgotten piece of racing history, make sure to subscribe to Engine Insights USA, where we bring legendary engines, groundbreaking machines, and forgotten American engineering stories back to life. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell us which racing innovation you'd like to see featured next.